A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a controversial move that has sparked debate across the nation, the Smithsonian National Museum of American History has removed all references to former President Donald Trump from an impeachment exhibit. This decision follows increasing pressure from the White House, which has been vocal about its desire to eliminate what it considers improper, divisive, or anti-American ideology from cultural institutions. The exhibit in question, titled A Glorious Burden, previously included information about Trump's 2 impeachments during his presidency. The first impeachment occurred in December 2019, where he was charged with abuse of power and obstruction of Congress for allegedly pressuring Ukraine to investigate political rival Joe Biden. The second impeachment took place in January 2021, following the events of January 6th, when Trump was accused of inciting an insurrection against the Capitol. Despite being impeached twice, Trump was acquitted by the Senate both times, as the Republican Party maintained a majority during those votes. The Smithsonian's decision to remove the impeachment references has been described as part of a broader content review initiated by the institution. This review was reportedly influenced by the White House's recent directives, aimed at reshaping the narrative presented in America's cultural institutions. Critics have raised concerns that this move represents an attempt to rewrite history, effectively sanitizing Trump's legacy in the eyes of the public. In a statement regarding the changes, a spokesperson for the Smithsonian noted that the content in the exhibit had not been updated since 2008 and that a future exhibit would include all impeachments. However, the spokesperson did not provide a timeline for when this updated exhibit would be unveiled. The Smithsonian Institution, which encompasses 21 museums, the National Portrait Gallery, and the National Zoo, has found itself at the center of a political storm. In previous months, Trump had publicly called for the dismissal of Kim Sajid, the director of the National Portrait Gallery, labeling her as a proponent of diversity, equity, and inclusion (DEI) policies. Sajid subsequently resigned from her position shortly after Trump's criticism. This incident is part of a larger pattern of Trump's administration exerting influence over cultural institutions. In March, Trump signed an executive order aimed at restoring the Smithsonian to what he described as its rightful place as a symbol of American greatness, while also seeking to eliminate any ideology that he deemed improper. The order accused the Smithsonian of succumbing to a divisive, race-centered ideology and directed Vice President J.D. Vance, a member of the Smithsonian's board, to work with Congress to ensure that funding for exhibits or programs that do not align with federal law is banned. The political ramifications of these actions are significant. Critics, including Senator Chris Coons, have accused the Trump administration of attempting to whitewash history, arguing that removing references to Trump's impeachments undermines the importance of transparency and accountability in American governance. The Smithsonian's decision has also prompted a backlash from various advocacy groups and individuals who believe that the removal of these references is an affront to historical accuracy and a disservice to the public's understanding of the presidency. As the nation grapples with issues of representation, accountability, and the interpretation of history, the Smithsonian's actions may serve as a litmus test for how cultural institutions navigate the intersection of politics and public memory. The future of the Smithsonian's exhibits remains uncertain, as the institution faces the challenge of balancing political pressures with its mission to educate and inform the public about American history. The debate surrounding this issue is likely to continue, as both supporters and detractors of the Trump administration weigh in on the implications of altering historical narratives in such a prominent cultural institution. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.